All right, how we doing there, folks? So I'm a little afraid. I don't know. I'm a little, not gonna say afraid. I ain't scared to do hardly nothing, but maybe I'm just a little hesitant. I hope I don't get bad feedback on this. But you know, I just thought I'd make this video while I have some time here to do so. I got first of March about 9 o'clock in the morning. And while I'm driving, I want to make a video about my thoughts about Kevin Samuels. And, you know, I'm just going to basically call it unbiased. Look, I don't think the guy is that bad of a guy. He's not that bad, ladies and gentlemen, okay? In case you don't know who he is like a counselor, a relationship counselor, okay? On YouTube. And he has a very large profile. I think probably like 500,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers or whatever. And he does a lot of relationships advice, I think, based on the woman. You know, about the woman and so forth, okay? And maybe what she needs to do, I don't know, to maybe humble herself, make whatever adjustments she needs to make, you know, to talk to a man. I mean, he does some advice, a little bit, not much advice with the men, but mainly for the women. And he does get a lot of reviews, respectively. You can't knock it. From what I understand, that he's built a very large profile on YouTube and all that. And I don't know, lately I've been hearing a lot of bad flack about this man or whatever. And I started to say, yeah, but I wanted to do, again, my own research and listen to a few of his
for 3 miles in US 95 Freeway.
His content, so to speak. I'm trying to drive while I'm talking to you guys. How we doing today? But I think Mr. Samuels is a very austere man, okay? And when I look, I don't know, from a divine standpoint, kind of reminds me of Jesus in a way. You know, he's very austere, very firm, very direct. He's a very structured man, okay? The guy had built a very, had a very successful career in the CIA. And I just know that from doing military service. I had a very successful career in that, went to Iraq a few times or whatever. You know, he did serve the government. Okay, he carries himself very well. You can't deny that. Dude is clean now, all right? That's just not the way I dress now. I'll get in the suit, but you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. But the numbers don't lie, I got to tell you. He does it the way that he wants to do it, but he'll admit that straight up, my content is intended for the bourgeois, okay? So it's, you know, that's pretty much the 1%, you know, that are, you know, doing fairly well or whatever, okay? Your status is based on salary. I could relate to that because I played both sides of the fence. I had times where I probably made about 20 or 30,000. Then I had times where I made probably almost 100,000. Okay, I'm not going to explain what my salary is now because I am self-employed and I am retired, you know, and considered quote unquote a disabled vet. You can figure out the math, okay? But I don't know. You have to really be on both sides, and I think you really have to be seasoned to really understand this guy. Number one, that there's a method to the madness and, you know, what he's trying to say. And I think a lot of people are getting on the bandwagon too quick and they're not listening to what he has to say or why. But I really do think that you have to be on both sides of the fence to understand or somewhat in his shoes. Now, looking at this guy, the way he carries himself, physical appearance, other features about this guy, he's right somewhere around 45. I'll be 50 here in a couple of months. Okay, so I somewhat get the idea. Now, let me say this. I said earlier that a lot of his content, I guess he pretty much advises women, okay? And I guess, you know, the women, hey, they find a way to eat all that up, okay? He's got some sound advice to the men. As men as well, okay? To pretty much, you know, stay on guard and all that. Here's just my thoughts or whatever. You can't reach out to everybody. The message is not going to be for everybody. You're going to have haters, and probably a lot of people are mad at him because he makes so much damn money, okay?
For 7 miles in US 95.
I just feel this way. There's not but so much that you could say, all right? I think that YouTube is fizzing out. It's not but so much you could say or do to get to people. Everybody's not going to get your message. I just think, just from my standpoint, is that some women will listen. Some women will probably take his advice. And from what I understand, there's a couple of ladies that took their advice and it worked out. And now, you know, they're being engaged. These are high-class women. But there's a lot of women that bash him or whatever, because I'm going to say that many of them, not all, they think at a very low level, okay? And those people that think at a very low level, men and women, just have to try to do better, okay? Hey, it is what it is, do better. You know, whatever, and it's not always about money, okay? There's always room that you can improve or whatever. You could go to school, or you could have the, you know, acquire the necessary skills that you need for promotion and all that. But, you know, there's room to work on as a person. And I think that's all the man is just trying to get across, okay? Sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes, man, you know, knowledge is or trying to learn is very, very painful. A lot of people, I think, are trying to retaliate at this man by looking at allegations or whatever, that the way that he treated his wives or whatever. The man was married twice, and something about he's not helping his daughter. I believe his daughter is like 18, correct me if I'm wrong, with her college. Now, I want to just say this. Now, it's one thing if it's like the woman, okay? You don't know what happened. There's two sides of the story there, okay? If women do lie, okay? But I think that if it's maybe the daughter, okay, from what I understand, she don't want to have nothing to do with him because he didn't help her out with the college, okay? If he doesn't want to have nothing to do with it, it's probably some type of truth to it. However, when you think of it further, just depending on where you live, what state, let's just say here in Nevada, okay, when a child turns 18, okay, you don't necessarily are obligated to take care of that child at all. That's pretty much up to him. So I have to respect that, okay? The way I'm thinking when I do my videos about relationships, I pretty much make that for the man, because I said before, the woman is really not going to change. She could either take your advice, maybe try to work on some things to be a better person, or not, okay? Because in this society here, in this Western society, the powers that be, law enforcement, okay, they don't really hold the woman accountable for anything like they do out in the Eastern world. It is what it is. I think when you understand the conditions that you're in, you understand this a lot better, okay? And that's from me being all over the world and all that, especially like in the Middle East, okay? It's very, very structured out there. And a lot of stuff that goes on here, they don't put up with that over there, okay? Like in those countries over there, like in Afghanistan, Iraq. Now, I believe that's in the China and all that. I believe that they're trying to let up on some of that. But that's just the way it is over there. So it's very, very patriarchal, very, very patriarchal, okay? I just think that probably more he probably could do more content for the guys, Okay, maybe to let him, the guys know, aware of that. But I believe the guy's probably good, okay, at a rating, maybe 80% like accurate, okay. And I think all he's really trying to do is he's trying to let people know, or he's letting people, the ladies know, I don't know, the pitfalls, the do's and don'ts, maybe based on things that he's going through in his life, okay. So yeah, I say the guy's not that bad of a dude, okay. So I'm thinking his personal life or his relationships, things will work out the way it needs to work out for the man. But I'll support the brother, you know what I mean. And I think that's what we really need in this day and age, or whatever, that we all could use tough love, but tough love, and maybe try to have encouragement. We could be better people, okay. Because really, in the end of the day, I think a lot of this content or whatever that he's trying to maybe put out, or a lot of this divine knowledge, okay, you're not going to find a lot of this on YouTube anymore, okay. You're going to have to find other avenues. And Kevin, if you're listening to this, man, all right, I'm just trying to say that, hey, man, you're not that bad of a guy, all right. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, share, leave your comments, all right. Man, I hope I don't get flagged or whatever. I'm just trying to say, maybe he's trying to say something good about the guy, okay? Whether the message is for you or not, all right? And my message may not be for everybody. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, all right? And stay tuned for the next video.